はい、始まりました。陽一中野チャンネル、グリードフォール。続きをやっていきます。さあ、クルツ死んじゃったかな。クルツ死んじゃったのかな。寒い。寒い。生きてる。よかったー。どこ行くんだっけ。どこに行くんですか。話し合いを行う。かっこ物理。お、レアキャラがおる。嘘やろ。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。あれあれ初めてですか？初見さんですか？わらわら。レアキャラやで。私は洋芸をやっております。洋芸をやっております。友達来るまでおる。そうか。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。時間潰してってください。初見です。かしこまっちゃった。かしこまっちゃった。すまんの。よいしょよいしょ。とりあえずね、このゲームは、スキルポイントゲッチュー。スキルポイントゲッチュー。これライフルにします。これはね、中世ヨーロッパ風の、純オープンワールドゲームになってます。ストーリーは、謎のね、病に、が蔓延してしまった世界で、新たな大陸でね、その病を治す手がかりを、求めるために今ね、来ました。モンハンとはちょっと違うな。大きいボス的な敵もいるけど、基本的には、あれだね、アクション RPG。そうそうそうそう、バイオハザード的なね。刀と銃で戦いますよ。刀と銃で戦います。刀と銃でね、戦いますよ。で、そのね、新しい大陸に来たんですが、原住民と自分の所属しているね、ところと、他のね、直す。物理。そうそう、物理で直す。いろんなね、政治が絡まってこんがらがっちゃってね、なんかね、難しいやつ。ヒャッハーできないやつ。どこだ？こっちか。で、今、黄色い丸のね、びっくりマークのところで、ミッションをね、今やってるよっていうところなんで、はいはい。ほうほう。だから、ヒャッハーはできないよっつってるよね。だから、原住民と、このね、大陸から、その侵攻してきた人たちと、もう一個なんか別の大陸の派閥があるんで、それのね、政治的な思惑がぐるぐるしているやつ。 これ原住民ね。この人原住民。矢印が、ひゃっはは。ひゃっはー。違くね。テンション下がってる時に使う言葉じゃないから。はい。モーダンに話す。
What are you doing here, Renaigse? Your kind are not welcome in my village.
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement and sign a peace treaty with the governor of Hikmet.
This sounds like something he would do. All he ever thinks about is picking up the
これ原住民ね、原住
by
民。
the Renaigse. All of that in hope of breathing new life into his village, while insulting the memory of the deceased men and women who lived there.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely and in peace. They want to meet you.
I am not like him. I am a Donea Egregao, a proud man, not a slug. The Renaigse cannot be trusted. They are deceitful and only seek to trap us.
Siora?
Mordoon, you know me. I know the cost of war. My village has paid for it dearly. But do you not think that this is a time we made peace? Or at least a time we listen to what Ulan and the emissary have to say?
If your mother could see you, daughter of Bloodnid, how can you defend the Renaigse?
と、中井さん、イケメン。
I understand your reluctance, Mordoon. People from the continent have not given you much reason to trust you. Yet I promise you it is just a meeting, nothing more. If what they offer you does not suit you, you will be free to refuse and come back here, unhindered.
Are you willing to swear on the name of your ancestors, Renaigse?
Yes, I swear.
ひげ剃りたい。
I will
ひげ剃ったら
meet
イケメンだよ
Ulan
ね。
and his emissary, but I will not go to his village. Tell them to find me at Landristel. I will be there in a few hours.
I will tell them right away. Thank you, Mordoon.
はい、これで
You
ね、
know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordoon. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
ひげ剃ったら寒そう。っていうかさ、めっちゃ寒いんだけど、なんなんすかね。リアルも寒い。リアルも寒い。で、ちなみになんか、落ちてるもの、この街とかで落ちてるものを拾っても犯罪にはならないです。もうかっぱらい放題。もうかっぱらい放題。で、今、俺の職業っていうかが、なんで俺の特性が、射撃特化なんで、銃スキルを伸ばしてますんで、交互期待。アウトロー方式。そうそう、それそれ。近接特化、銃特化。あとね、そう、原住民は魔法を使えるんですよ、魔法。で、その魔法特化にもできます。その3つのね、プレイスタイルから。銃いいよね、バキュンって。撃たれてるよ。撃たれちゃってるよ、大丈夫。自分で撃っちゃってるけど大丈夫あれ。で、今サイドクエストめっちゃやってるやつ。こんなにあんだよ。で、このサイドクエスト進めてると、さらにサイドクエストみたいのが、無限に出てきて、これ、クリアさせる気ねえな、みたいな。 で、これがメインクエスト。ストーリーだね。いわゆる。こっちか。ミニマップがないから分かりづらいんじゃ。あ、フレンズから連絡あった。おつ。おつ。おい、ちょっといけねえんだけど、どういうこと？こっちか。マッティ最近リア充すぎません？マジで。ほんま。ズダダダダ。なんかね、あれはないの、まだ。あ、ちょっと待って、キャンプファイヤーでライフル取ってこよう。俺ライフル持ってるようになったから。イヤッヘー。はい。はい。ライフル。あれとは？最近あれだよね。リア充だよね、リア充。悔しいぐらいにリア充。いやー。俺今、ライフル装備してんのか？で、科学力をね、ちょっと上げないとね、科学力を上げないと、拳銃の弾が作れないんでね、今ね。ちょっと拳銃の弾必要なんすよ。何これ。あ、またスキルポイントゲッチュー。爆弾も作れるようになるんだよね。これ取りたいロール。あ、2ポイントだ。いけんじゃん。いっちゃうオッケー。向こうに行かねえと。 こういうところにね。東京ドライブなのサニーハン、マジで。終わった？東京いいな。それな。キャンプ。やばい、鼻水がやばい。ごめんなさいね。寒い。毛布かぶりながらやってるぜ。どこだ？この上か。ああ、だね。こっちだね。やべえ、早く検知の玉作れるようにしないと。で、こっち戻って、まああれだね、その、原住民と、その、いろんな大陸の死者との橋渡しをして、今、そう戦争をせずに、なんとか和平でやりましょう、みたいな。どうしたクルツ？どうしたクルツ？
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
ネト銃がしてよ。ごめん、クルツ、後で。
I don't have time now. Can it wait a while?
Anything else?
I must leave you.
これね、なんかね、このパーティーメンバーとのロマンスもあるらしいよ。男女問わず。そうそう。よく反応した。偉いぞ。マッディ偉いぞ。よく反応した。お主。弾丸買おうかな。当たり前だろう。あ、これ欲しいな、サーベル。238。高えんだよな。でね、これ交渉するにも金がいるから、要は人を動かすために金が必要なんだよ。あの間を取り持つにも。ちょっと 無理やりなさ、無理やりな意見を通す時もあるからさ。だから金が必要だから金全部使っちゃいけないんだよね、実は。賄賂、賄賂。そうだよ。金はパワーだから。金はパワーだから、これ。ハローハローでもね、お金はね、意外にね、なんかね、たまらないんだよね。さっきみたいなさ、牛みたいの倒してももらえなくてさ、要は人型の敵からさ、2ゴールドとかしかもらえないから。
Mordoon is willing to meet you at Lanristel to sign a peace treaty.
You really are an accomplished negotiator and diplomat, Your Excellency.
I knew you would succeed. Thanks to you, the whole region will be at peace.
Do you know where this place is, Ulan?
Of course. In our language, Lanristel means Glade of Promises.
世知辛
It
い。
is a sacred place, one whose peacefulness must be respected. It bodes well.
多分いらない防具とかを売って、金がね、
I will follow you. Come back to see
いらない
me
も
soon.
のを売ったりとかすればちょっとお金になるから、多分そうやって
We will
金策するんじゃない
celebrate
かな。
peace together.
Ulan is acting strangely. I do not trust him.
We should go to Lanristel to make sure we're not being tricked.
And if we want to see this encounter, we should leave now.
パン1なれんのかな。交渉に参加する。パン1、装備外せないな。装備外せないです。残念。残念でござる。そんなに悲しくなる。そんなにマッティ、そんなにでもね、なんかね、急にね、NPC かと思って近づいたらいきなり戦闘始まったりとかするからね、謎だよね。はぁみたいな。おっさんのパンツ。おじさんのパンツだよ。むしろこいつはあれだから、陽一中野だから、この今走ってる主人公は。すなわち俺のパンツなんか見たくないやろ。ここか、ここだね。シュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュシュ。おお、なんか、いや。
Mordoon is being attacked. Let's go and rescue him.
Things are about to get dicey.
Adloredar, thank you for coming. You saved me. You kept your promise. I never thought I would ever meet an honorable Renaigse.
I'm really sorry. I never thought they would dare do such a thing.
That accursed Ulan. I should have known he would betray us both. My men are dead, and now I am injured. He achieved exactly what he wanted in the end. I will have to join another clan if I do not want my whole village to suffer the consequences of my defeat.
日本語訳がなんか変なんだよね。
I really am.
You were deceived, just like I was. Sometimes, among the stones, there can be snakes. Farewell, on Almanawi. And do not let yourself be betrayed again.
で、あとさ、現地語みたいのもあるからさ、その現地語がさ、全くわからないからさ、すげえストレス。ね、金貨もらえるでしょ。金だ金だ、いや、イエーイ。金がすべて、金がパワー。装備品が、お、やった。華麗になれる、華麗に。華麗になれる、華麗に。あ、そう、持久力次上げないといけないんだよね。最強のインド装備。これ終わりかい？いや、終わりじゃないな。ウルランと話す。待ってろよ、ウルラン。この代償を払わしてやる。そう、まだ終わってないんだよ。永遠と永遠とこれが続くから。だからお使いに次ぐお使いで全然ストーリー進められないからマジで。そう、お使いゲーが苦手な人はね、おすすめしません、これは。必ず報いを受けさせてやるぜ。
Traitor! This meeting was meant to establish peace, and yet you have exclusively sent armed men.
Mordoon was a Denea ex-Regao. He would have never accepted an agreement with the Renaig Say. He would have endlessly attacked our merchants and our allies' caravans. We had to protect ourselves if we were to make these exchanges possible. So we did.
By lying and manipulating me.
I am sorry, but I was unsure that you would agree to help us if I told you the truth. I understand your anger, but keep in mind that we are now at peace, thanks to you. You are now a Karans of Ignamri, and should you seek it, you will always have our assistance. Anything else?
お、マッディ好きなジャンル？そうだね。寄り道大好きだもんね。寄り道っていうか、お使い大好きだもんね。
Nothing. I must go.
さあ、これで終わったぞ。 ったぞ。大チュキか。そうか。レベル13になったら科学力を上げます。ね、次ね、科学力を上げます。科学力を上げて、スタミナかな。よいしょ。何あげよう、次。科学力、俺なんつった？スタミナか？違うな、カリスマだな。科学力、スタミナ、まあ、ピッキングか、スタミナだな。スタミナ。お主はスタミナをつけなさい。お主は。アム。はい、これで1個終わったね。よし、じゃあ、ちょっと、ストーリー進めよう。新世界の古い国。はい、これはね。俺貧弱だから、貧弱で売ってるから。ガチムチで売れよ、ガチムチで。ガチムチで売れよって意味わかんねえ。相当やべえ。あ、これどこ行くの？助けて。え？クソザコナメクジに何を言っているのかね。あ、ここか。はい。ニューセレン。違くね。こんなに広いんだ、こんなに。ほら。こんなに広いの。俺貧弱だから。絵文字がムッキムキですが。反乱軍を見つけるために科学力が必要なんですよ。マップ広い、手記。いいよ。これキャプテンね。キャプテンバスク。ガチムチのお兄さんです。急にさ、止まってさ、バスクムキムキっていうか、海の男なんで、必然的にムキムキだよね。でもクルツのがあれだよ。クルツのがムキムキだよ。傭兵長だから。へい、いとこ旅してきたぜ。 ちなみに、コンスタンティンはいとこで、この新しい大陸の、統治者です。任命されて大陸から来ました。親との確執があって、俺は親には嫌われてるんだ。だからこんな辺境の地に。みたいなことを、結構ね、旅立つ前に言ってました。いとこです。陽一中野のいとこです。はい。
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt. We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle.
マッティバイバイ。じゃあね、またね。
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Norts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel. My father's next letter. As for my mother, she's probably too big.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
レディ・モランジュに質問する。はい。で、モランジュが終わったら、クルツの、キャラクターミッション進めていきましょうかね。キャラクターミッションでいいのかな？わかんないけど。レディ・モランジュはどこにおるの？は？あ、こうか。で、これね、装備の品物、なんていうの、この、アイテムには重さが設定されてて、今200以上アイテム重さがあると走れなくなっちゃうんでね。アイテムの管理も必要でございます、このゲームは。
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sur de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
現地語をやめてくれ。
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
What can you tell me about New Serene?
It's a new city whose construction began not long ago. When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port, a fence, and some huts here. The businesses, the barracks of the guard, the palace, and all of the houses sort of
ニョキニョキ生えてくる
sprung
わ
up from the ground. To see how impressive it is today, even if it is still far from its majestic mother, is incredible. Of course, with such expanse, all kinds of bandits, drunkards, and other lowlife have arrived. But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything. I hope that your cousin continues this work.
What do you know about this island?
Much less than I would like. The land is still wild and extremely rich. Its soils are full of minerals, some of which are unknown to us. With regard to the flora and fauna, you've probably seen how different the creatures and plants are here. The islanders protect their land fiercely, and we cannot begrudge them that. When you see what we have done with our own, well, such a source of richness attracts greed.
You seem interested in the islanders.
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say I know much about them. They are quite secretive and protect their cult and traditions from the curiosity of strangers. I know that their sages, they call them Donegada, are the guardians of their rituals as well as of the island. They have very strong links with nature and the creatures that inhabit it. They're also good healers. I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more from the islanders themselves.
What can you tell me about the relations we have with other nations?
We play a difficult role. Caught between these two enemy nations, they are nonetheless our allies. The smallest action could tip the balance and draw us into their conflict. If I may offer some advice, be very careful. We do not want a war to break out here.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
どこに行けとちょっと待って、サイドクエストやろう。クルツのクエスト。
Greenblood, tell me, do you remember that young recruit I would still like to present? So then.
But of course, let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only our good friend in your pack. But I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain,
Soldiers,
may we be of service?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tir Fredee with 2 other companies.
Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do?
I've been looking for one of my... Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to shoot himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
死体安置所。
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain, I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir de Sardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tir Fredee. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must, but please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
This doesn't look like the body of young Raynor. This doesn't look like the body of young Raynor. This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Raynor. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence. Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
2 men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual, but the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen. It's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
Andevars Tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. Raynor didn't drown. The doctor falsified his report. He was threatened and feared for his own life.
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Raynor assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. My memory isn't what it once was. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I catch the bastard that did that.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th. before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that. You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments, and it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this at all.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious reassignment.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Raynor was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
まず居酒屋ですな。こういうのできないとこのゲーム楽しめない。
Excellency.
I saw you in the palace, if I'm not mistaken.
Your Excellency has a good eye and memory. I am one of the officers, in charge of the protection of your cousin's councillors. How can I help you?
We are investigating the death of a young recruit, a certain Raynor.
I've never heard the name before. He's not one of my men.
I know, but you might at least have heard someone mention him in passing.
Did he die at the palace?
No, we have no idea where it happened, only where the body was found. So?
I'm sorry. That doesn't ring any bells. None at all.
Someone might have talked about the matter. His body was found in the waters of the port. It had been reported that he'd drowned, but in truth, he was beaten to death. Murdered. We want to know what happened.
I hear you. The murder of one of our own should not go unpunished. But alas, I don't know how I can help you. This is the first I've heard about it. What can I do for you?
You said you were responsible for the protection of my cousin's councillors.
That's right, Your Excellency. It's my assignment. When I'm not on leave, that is.
And what sort of work do you carry out exactly?
Essentially to assure that every one of those prestigious persons is accompanied by a guard. But I also have to follow and verify their personnel. Valets, chambermaids, secretaries.
And is everything in order? One of our councillors is an old professor of mine. You know how it is.
All is as should be expected, Excellency. Lord de Cassilion is in good hands, rest assured. Anything else?
I must be going. Farewell, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
De Sardet, legate of the congregation on Teofredi.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. I didn't know. Captain, I truly am sorry. At your service, my lord. Excellency.
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been in?
Is it that obvious?
It's quite normal for a new recruit.
I joined up 4 months ago, but at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that really counts. I started exercises when we got to New Serene, but I'm making progress, they say.
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard. To come here, to leave the continent. Know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else?
Since you know who we are, present yourself, soldier.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. At your service. Anything else?
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink would do you some good.
It's just that I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. And why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Raynor?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. We just crossed paths. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and, followed orders. And then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean really quite unhappy. And then Raynor, he was gone. We never saw him again. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was none of our business. But you, he wasn't able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink too.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to fall into the bay. That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Come and see! I received beautiful things from our village. Bertir Tumad, Onol Menawi. I am always happy to see you again. Do you want to see the objects I brought back from Vignamri?
あ、これ欲しい。380が高えな、おい。
You will always be welcome.
あれ
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the congregation on the island. As for me, I'm responsible for the training of recruits and the patrol duty roster. Anything else?
Can you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th, Excellency. Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Raynor.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Raynor belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is well ended.
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in front of you.
I know. But this story is dangerous, Captain.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak to us. Don't you believe he deserves justice?
Yes. Of course. but you have no idea what's been going on here. If word got round that I've been talking, come back after sundown, when there's fewer folk.
Very well. We'll be back.
Anything else?
Are you sure that you can't help us? Something terrible has befallen the poor boy.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rayner belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your command. So just stop with the lies. We've lost enough time here.
You know what they say? Guard business is...
And concerns only the guard.
If you have so much as an... Don't you believe he deserves...
Yes, but you have no... Come back after sundown.
Very well.
Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young...
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that... And as the acting lieutenant instructs, so just stop with the...
You know what they say?
And concerns...
If you have so... Don't you believe he deserves...
Yes, but you have no... Come back after sundown.
Very well.
Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell.
That man was shaking and looking over his shoulder, as if he thought a predator had caught his scent. Whatever could terrify your warriors to jitter so?
I don't know yet, but I will find out, Siora.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
No, thank you.
ブランデーのボトルはあったってこと？俺買ってたってこと？どういうこと？夜前に時間潰すか。ただ真相を知りたい、それだけ。街中でめっちゃ襲われたけど。殺されてんじゃん、じゃあ。そしたらもう絶対死んでんじゃん。
We are quite alone now. You may speak to us.
Rayner was indeed a member of my company, and an excellent recruit. But you already know that.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. he'd received a new assignment. I was so furious that I did my own little investigation. To see where he'd been sent wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Raynor wasn't the only man to have disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the existence of a phantom regiment.
What sort of nonsense are you talking about?
A sort of secret, elite company that were following a special training program.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. I began to sense I was being watched.
いいよ。
This
こういう展開好き。
protects its secrets at all costs with few scruples. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th might know something. It's been said that he took part in one of their missions, alongside them.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this infamous secret regiment?
I've told you everything I know, at the risk of ending up like Raynor, Excellency. Go and see the officer of the 6th if you want to learn more. And leave me alone now.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Farewell. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Excellency.
I do know that it's frowned upon, even dangerous, to delve into the matter, but I'm curious by nature. So considering the risk you'd be taking to tell me what you might know, I'm in a favorable disposition to offer you compensation.
That's a handsome sum. That might allow me to distance myself from this nest of vipers for a time. Very well. I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems. And our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under any circumstances. I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all this.
Have no fear. We understand. What was this operation?
An attack. A lightning strike. On a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back-alley bandits.
I know. It really shakes up the honor code. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died from it. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, where the men live and train. But I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna have to settle the debt. Believe me.
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved in this on some level. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approves of what they're doing. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up to.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends that can certainly help us. And when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go and have a few fiery words. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they settle their debts.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me.
これ終わったこれで。こう終わったんだね。おほほ。メインクエストの進行で、行くと。あ、オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。なるほどね。じゃあ、オッケーでございます。じゃあ次のクエストをやろうかな。これだな。古い鉱山行く。さて。お、あるじゃねえか。よこせよ。こっか。はい。戦闘音がする。なんで？敵が近くにいるぞ。ゴロスキか？レベル12。おー、いいぞ。レベル13になったら、スタミナを上げる。持久力か。持久力を上げて、装備できるものを増やさないと。レベルの高いものを装備して。 ゲーム内時間がひたすら過ぎてくな。すげえな。これいいじゃん。よし。
This is D3, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
Lady Morange said the ruins would be around here. She must have been talking about D3.
These are some unusual customers. Well, I have everything a miner could need. And everything anyone else could too.
Here's the entrance to the mine. It may be worth talking to the villagers.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never been there. There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no longer there. Maybe it collapsed. Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. Centuries old. But those tunnels are full of riches. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. So what could we ask for? A Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the tunnels, we'd be too few. But the time will come when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks. We won't be alone for much longer.
Hello, you lost?
No. Why do you ask?
It's just that we rarely get visitors. Well then, what can I do for you?
If I got this right, this hamlet is home to only miners.
Yes. It's not been all that long that we've taken up residence here. For the time being, we've only been working a part of the mine because the veins run so deep in the tunnels. Hopefully more miners will come, and that will attract other craftsmen to our village. We'll see. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the ruins that we can see up there?
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to reach them. There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, they just left. There must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel in the mine takes you there. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work. The natives must have dug it out a long time ago and then abandoned it. Even if it is strange work for islanders, it looks more like something we would do on a continent. We're trying to restore it. The rock is extremely rich in iron ore, but the tunnels are very old. You need to go slowly. None of us are in a humour to be buried alive. We did explore a few of them, and we're exploiting the closest. But others, nah, they're still inaccessible. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
レベル13か。今レベルいくつだっけ？ 12？ 12か。おお。 爆発できるわけじゃないのか。上に行けるな。いや、広いな。どっちだ。行き止まり。
A gate. We must find out how to open it.
The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing a part. The piece I found was once part of this mechanism, but it's too worn. It needs to be repaired. Or we need to find a new one.
Huh?あ、これ上行けんじゃん。どうやって行くん？職人の技が必要なんじゃないか？ 職人の技急に必要になるなよ。お
I can't do that.
お、何も足らないじゃないか。
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
新しい歯車はあの切れ目の中で修理するには職人のレベルが1が必要で、はい、無理。はい。このクエスト無理でした。はい。
These are some unusual customers. Well, I have everything a miner could need. And everything anyone else could too.
いやはやいやはや。 腹すいたなー。まあ無限に走れるところがいいよね。やべ、ドクロマークついてる。あれだね。売り物ある程度溜まってがっつり売れば、100とか200とか増えるね。オッケーオッケーオッケー。それで金策していこう。馬車屋さんか。
Greetings.
My caravan. So, where would you like?
Thank you, but I'll continue on foot.
なんか集落があったぞ。やべ、全くわかんねえ。
Hello there.
Bear tear to mud? Renai say, the Donegal cannot honor you with a visit. Stay out of our way. We have no interest in speaking with a mind shaker.
Mind shaker? That's what you call missionaries, and we aren't missionaries.
Never mind. The Donegal will not receive you.
All right. We'll leave.
やべ、嫌われた。嫌われてはないね。どこ？この先か。じゃあこれだな、次は。やべ、腹減ってきたな。いや、またこれお使いされるんでしょ、どうせ。お、キャンプ地だ。 サンマトゥース。記憶の水晶使うかな。なんかもう序盤から罪の感じが激しいんやが。
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Why build an outpost here?
Well, we do have to watch over the lands surrounding the city, with the bandits, the beasts, and the natives. We don't have a lot of time to rest, you know. Anything else?
でかい町だな。OK。じゃあ今回ここまでですね。はい。で次回はこの続きから。なんだっけブリッジ同盟の長官にあってマリコールについて、質問する。マリコールっていうのはあれですね。奇病の、伝染病というか謎の不治の病の話だね。確かね。ですね。はい。じゃあ次回この続きからやっていきたいと思います。バイバイ。